When a conductor cuts or disturbs the field lines of a magnet, or if the conductor is placed in a disturbed magnetic field, an induced EMF or induced current is produced in the conductor. This phenomena is known as electromagnetic induction. The direction of induced current thus produced in the conductor can be found in two ways. One is by applying Fleming's right-hand rule, another is by applying Lenz's law. According to Fleming's right-hand rule that we have already discussed in the previous video, if we stretch the right hand's three fingers, the thumb, forefinger and the middle finger at right angles to each other, if the thumb points in the direction of movement of the conductor in the magnetic field and the forefinger is in the direction of magnetic field, that is north to south, then the direction of middle finger will be the direction of induced current in the conductor. This is what is meant or how Fleming's right-hand rule works. About Lenz's law. Whenever a magnet is moved near a coil, or a magnet and a coil made up of a conductor are set in a relative motion with each other, induced current is produced in the conductor or the coil. The direction of induced current in the conductor or the coil will be such that or is such that it opposes the very cause that produces it. According to Lenz's law, the direction of induced current in the conductor will be such that it will oppose the very cause that produces it. To understand this, look into the bottom two loops in the screen. In the first loop, say electric current flows in a clockwise direction. We have known that a current carrying conductor behaves like a magnet. So say in the first loop, electric current is in clockwise direction. Then this behaves like a magnet. The one that faces us will be south pole. That means if a loop's face is south pole, then direction of current in that loop is clockwise. And the other one, say in this loop, in the adjacent loop, the current is in anti-clockwise direction. So when electric current in a loop is in anti-clockwise direction, then the one that faces us is the north pole. So what to understand here is, if we have a loop whose face is the north pole, then the current in that loop is in anti-clockwise direction. Now look into figure A, where a magnet's north pole is moving towards a solenoid which is connected to a galvanometer. Galvanometer will be the device that will sense the slightest generation of electric current in the loop or in this coil. So when north pole moves towards the coil, then according to Lenz's law, the direction of a current in this coil or loop should be such that it opposes the very cause that produces it. And who is producing it? The north pole of the magnet is producing it. Its meaning is, when north pole moves towards the coil, the loop instantly acquires north pole. And if this loop acquires the north pole, then the direction of current in the loop will be anti-clockwise. So direction of a current in the loop will be anti-clockwise. So like this we can know the direction of induced current in the conductor. Now look into figure B. Here the magnet is moving away. In figure A, magnet was moving towards. So when magnet was moving towards, instantly the loop acquires north pole, so that there is a north pole opposition. They repel. According to Lenz's law, the direction of induced current in the loop will be such that it will oppose the cause that produces it. So in figure B, north pole is moving away. The magnet is moving away. So as long as the magnet is moving, induced current is there. So if magnet moves away, then also induced current will be. But direction will be completely opposite. If north pole goes away, instantly the loop acquires a south pole. As a result, the current in the loop will be clockwise, and direction of deflection of galvanometer will instantly change. Say in figure A, the current direction was in, the arrow of the galvanometer was in one direction. In figure B, the arrow of galvanometer will be perfectly in opposite direction. So this is what is Lenz's law. If north pole or south pole, any pole, moves towards the coil will instantly acquire the same pole so that it can repel. Direction of induced current will be such that it opposes the very cause that produces it. And due to this opposition, we can make out what is the direction of current in the coil. In figure A, direction of current in the loop or in the solenoid will be anti-clockwise, and in figure B, direction of current in the loop or in the coil will be clockwise. Let us understand mathematical expression of Lenz's law. Let d phi be the change in the magnetic flux for the short interval of time dt. Then by Faraday's law, induced EMF is given as E is equal to d phi by dt. We have learnt Faraday's laws in the previous video. According to Faraday's laws, induced EMF is the rate of change of a magnetic flux. Magnetic flux is the number of lines of forces per unit space near a magnet. So induced EMF E is equal to d phi by dt. So d phi by dt is a rate of change of magnetic flux or rate of change of magnetic field. But according to Lenz's law, induced EMF opposes the very cause that produces it. So induced EMF should be opposite. Opposite means a negative symbol of the very cause that produces it. And who is producing it? The rate of change of magnetic flux d phi by dt is responsible for generation of induced EMF. So EMF is the minus of d phi by dt. So this is a mathematical expression of Lenz's law. But if the conductor or the coil in which induced EMF is produced has a many number of turns, n number of turns, more number of turns, more induced EMF or more induced current, then by Lenz's law, induced EMF will be minus of n d phi by dt. So the mathematical expression of Lenz's law is minus n d phi by dt. EMF is, E is EMF, means is equal to, minus means opposite direction, d phi by dt. d phi by dt is rate of change of magnetic flux or rate of change of magnetic field. So EMF is due to change in magnetic field. But according to Lenz's law, induced EMF opposes. That is why we have a minus symbol here. So induced EMF is due to the rate of change of magnetic flux, but induced EMF opposes the very cause that produces it.